The Twisted Kids animator crossed the line. Recently, I've made an insane amount of videos about the Twisted Kids animator, Shappy Sway. I made plenty of videos talking about his kids animations, which look like kids content, but have so many weird adult jokes that are just totally disgusting. He then made like 50 plus comments on my channel saying how I'm wrong and how I'm somehow lying about him, even though it doesn't take a genius to realize that, I'm clearly not. Then he tried to send me a false copyright strike trying to permanently delete my entire YouTube channel, which obviously is against the law. We then went on a 2-hour call where he completely lost his mind and we basically were just screaming at each other the whole time, which later on with some leaked screenshots we can see definitely affected him a lot. And then to top it all off, he made an animation about myself and Rith, which was definitely questionable to say the least. Well, today I thought since there's so much that's happened, I'd do a full marathon going over literally every single video I've made about Shappy Sway for all of you to enjoy today. So I say we start from the very beginning where it all began by checking out some of Shappy Sway's YouTube shorts.
My name is Crappy. I'm 29 years old, and I can't stop having orgasms.
Crappy's having hard time living. It often happens while he's watching TV.
I beg your pardon? Shappy, what on earth is this, bro? Seriously? You cannot tell me that this is right here, bro. And look, to make things even worse about this, look at the about section on this guy's YouTube channel. Spreading joy, conquering obstacles, and uplifting minds. I'm Shappy, your 2D embodiment of fun and resilience. Are we serious, bro? Ain't nothing uplifting about these videos, bro. There is no way this guy's actually done that is his about section. This, from what I can tell so far, is just gonna be some absolute brain rot, just weird sexualized stuff that clearly should not be meant for kids at all. Yet this about section is making it seem like it's meant for kids. So clearly, like I said, this channel is targeting kids, but when you click on the videos, clearly this shouldn't be aimed at kids. Like Shappy, there is absolutely no way you can prove to me otherwise. This channel is so bubbly and colorful. And look, the videos on this channel today apparently don't get any better. So let's continue to see how bad these can possibly get. Already I'm not happy with this. Dropping the soap self-defense tutorial.
Alright, so here's how you're gonna defend dropping the soap. Once you bend down, when they come in, you're gonna reach for one of the leg back here. Grab, pull, sit back, close the curtain, okay? And then from here, you know you're gonna get your revenge, man. Because sometimes you gotta be gay too.
I'm sorry, what? That was even worse than I thought the title was gonna make it be. The title was bad enough, but goddamn, are we serious, bro? That animation and that really weird sound effect at the end. There is no way this is an actual video on YouTube. YouTube, seriously, I just had a video taken down like a week ago for like nudity and sexual content, whatever the policy was, because I showed a video that was on YouTube. And you know, YouTube deemed it to be too bad for their platform, even though I was reacting to a video on YouTube. But I mean, that's a separate story. But this, bro, are we serious right now? There is just no way to defend this. A lot of these brain rot animation channels I react to, sometimes they at least try to hide the fact that they're being like weird about their content, trying to hide it saying it's meant for kids or whatever, but this, like, there is no hiding it here. This is just straight up disgusting, bro. There's no way this is real. You might be short, but you can be tall inside. What does that mean?
I may be 5 foot, but that's because God put that extra 12 inches somewhere else.
No. What the hell was that? Oh my god, it's just gonna be one of those videos, isn't it? I can just tell this is just gonna make my brain deteriorate today. There is nothing good that can possibly come from me watching all these videos today, but you know what? I'm already in here right now. I've already started the recording. I might as well go all the way through at this point. Like there's no saving me. This seriously might be one of the most disgusting channels I've ever watched, and that's saying something, bro. Because we've looked at a lot of bad people in this channel before. Like, I mean, bro, like, just have a look at my back catalog if you haven't watched all of the videos. There's been so many terrible channels. This so far is already pushing the top spot, to be honest.
This is how I wash kids.
And this is how I wash kids.
Bro, are we serious? No way. Bro, like, they're not even hiding it. What is this animation? Okay, no, there is absolutely no way. Look, I don't know if this channel has, like, an Instagram page or TikTok page, which is bigger than the YouTube channel, because, like I said, the YouTube channel has, like, 6,000 subscribers. But my guess is that, like, this guy who runs this channel is doing this all on his own. He's not paying anyone to do these animations, at least I hope not. Bro, if you're being paid to do animations like this, God, you'd have to pay me, like, triple minimum wage to have me even thinking about doing animations like this. Like, bro, look at the screenshot on screen right now. Are we dead-ass right now? Are we serious about this? Like, seriously, Shappy, you wake up every morning, turn your PC on, and think about doing animations like this. Like, are we serious? Ho, 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 hello. Merry Christmas to all of you. Surely nothing bad can come from this, right? It's just a nice little Christmas video. Let's just see.
Oh, hello. Apparently you're in the naughty list. Isn't that right? You dirty little ornament.
I'm sorry, Santa.
But that's okay, though. 'Cause I'm a little naughty sometimes, too. Would you like to play with my sack?
Right. I don't know in what context we can, like, what context can you put that in to make it sound at all good? Like, there is no way we can twist this. Please, Shappy, explain yourself. Explain what you're doing here. Like, bro, this channel, like I said on first glance, looks like it's supposed to be a kid's channel. And, bro, but you cannot tell me after watching that video that this is content that should be made for kids. This is just so disgusting. How does this get through YouTube's automated, like, bot systems or whatever and actually get monetized and making money? It's diabolical to me, bro. I seriously don't understand it. The thing is, whenever I talk about channels like this, some people in the comments go, oh, you know, like, Glidergo, you just have a dirty mind. You know, you're just thinking about this the wrong way. Please watch that video that I just showed again. Like watch it for a second time and tell me that there's any other motive than to just be weird and sexual with a Santa dog here. There's no other way you can twist it. Imitate the movements of the fingers. All right, let's go. What? No! Oh my god, bro. Okay, anyone on mobile right now, I am so sorry if you actually just, like, put your fingers on the screen and did the movement. I mean, to be fair, we probably should have seen it coming. I mean, after the videos we've watched so far. I mean, like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not even surprised that that's just what happened in that video. But goddamn, it doesn't make it any better. I mean, seriously, that was a lanky box R short right there. Doing the whole interactive thing, like moving the cheeks around. And then for some reason, we just baited all the kids into watching that video and then watching like the last bit of that video where there was like actual cheeks in the video. Like, are we serious? This is what I mean. This channel is so clearly baiting kids into the video by like showing a little plushie at the start, something cute, and then showing them something really weird and sexual. Like, bro, this is why my kids are never getting iPads like when they're like 4 years old. Because it is just so easy to stumble upon virus channels like this.
What should we do about the little boy who pushed me?
I don't know.
That's right! We call Lily! Lily! Louder! Lily!
Where is this going? What the hell? Oh my, bro. No. Alright, that's getting censored. That is absolutely getting blurred out. Yeah, no, this channel is pure evil. Oh my god. This is bad. Okay, so obviously, like, I had to blur that because that was just, like, completely gruesome. Even though it was an animation, apparently I'm on thin ice with YouTube at the moment since, like I said, one of my videos got taken down the other week. So I'll kind of just explain what happened there. So obviously, like the kid pushed the girl over and then the girl turned really demonic and, like, got some weird character to like literally rip the kid's arms off and then like eat its head off. I don't know what kind of dark twisted fantasy like this Shappy YouTuber is in, but that just did not need to be on YouTube and did not need to be fronted as like a kid's animation. Like you know, it was all cute at the start. Yeah, this is seriously not good, bro. There are definitely so many kids that are watching this content and just getting absolutely traumatized. Like that was pretty graphic. Learn magic with crappy. Here we go.
Did you just finished?
Yeah,
Inside of me?
I don't know. Check your mouth.
Okay, Shappy, we need to have a serious talk. This is no longer some, like, funny, silly game. Actually, to be fair, it's never really been a funny, silly game. Like, your content is absolute garbage, and it's obviously targeted towards kids. Like, bro, what are we doing on YouTube anymore? I seriously can't believe a video like that. Like, bro, like, there was just no hiding anything at that point. Where could we possibly be taking that video to? What other direction other than what I'm thinking of is that video going? Like, that's just disgusting. The kids animator responded. Yep, we're back. back. Recently I did a video talking about the worst kids animator of all time called Shappy Sway. In that video we talked about how this guy posts videos that on the surface look like kids content, but in reality have some of the most weird, twisted jokes that definitely should not be watched by kids. Well, that video completely exploded and we have an update today on Shappy. Since the video got 500,000 views in 1 week, Shappy obviously saw the video. And let's just say, he wasn't really happy with it. We'll get to that a little later, but first of all, as well, since my last video, a lot of other commentary YouTubers have also made videos about him. So I thought, since Shappy is having a little bit of a popularity spike and everyone is literally talking about him, I mean, he literally went from 6,000 subscribers to about 15,000 in less than a week, surely his new content that he's been posting would be a little bit more reformed, and maybe he'd learnt a thing or two, right? Well, I say we find out, because Shappy actually commented on one of my videos asking for a part 2. So here we go, Shappy, let's see what you got for us.
Up, up, up! Be careful, man. Those cookies want to make you dudes.
Alright, well that answers my question. Seems like Shappy hasn't changed for the better at all. I mean, seriously, a cookie that makes you want to F dudes? How does that even work? Alright, well maybe that was a one-off video, right? Maybe some of Shappy's other recent videos aren't terrible, because that was really not a good start. I don't know why you want me to make a part 2, Shappy, when the patient says this won't hurt a bit, but you're the doctor.
Hey, Doc? My thingy is always up.
Even now?
Not now.
Why? Ain't I hot enough?
Eh?
What about now?
What the hell is this, bro? Oh my god, Shappy, we have not gotten any better since the last video, clearly. Seriously, I mean, surely you'd think Shappy would learn one thing, right? Like surely just, I don't know, maybe stop making sexualized jokes would be a start. Maybe change the about section or something like that. I mean, look at this about section. Again, it's the exact same as the last video. Spreading joy, conquering obstacles, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, you're not. Stop lying, Shappy. POV, Amazon wants proof that your toy didn't arrive. What? No, what are we doing? Oh my god. How can you actually defend this? I don't understand. Like, this guy, again, we'll get to it later. He did all these comments in my comment section, which we're gonna talk about. How can you actually defend yourself and your content when looking at this? Seriously, it's just so weird. Even for adults watching this video, like, how can you sit here and actually watch this content? God, bro, this guy Shappy is actually like a virus on the platform, I swear to God.
Whoa, Crappy, you have a really nice room.
Don't mention it.
Wow, even the remotes here are organized.
What? No. What the hell are we doing here, Shappy? Seriously, I thought after all the videos made about you that have literally gone viral, surely you could, like, change even one thing about your channel to make it somewhat good. Like, bro, just one thing. But no, absolutely I feel like this has even gotten worse, to be honest with you. I feel like these videos are even worse than the ones we saw in the first video. Like, bro, how is this even a joke that we're doing on a YouTube video where all the kids' characters are all bright and vibrant, all the sets are all cartoonish, clearly targeted towards kids, and then we've got, like, a vibrator remote that we're using on one of the characters. Like, this just cannot be real. There is no way this channel actually exists. Alright, well, that's just a little bit of an insight to the fact that Shappy clearly hasn't changed, and I don't think he plans on changing. But now for the part that you're really all here for. Shappy actually responded to my video. Now, Shappy saw my video, and we have a lot of comments to look at here. He clearly didn't like my video very much. And look, I would have responded to this sooner, however, I literally just couldn't, because over the last week, you guys might have noticed that I haven't posted any videos at all. Well, that actually wasn't my choice. It's actually because YouTube decided to give me a community guideline strike, meaning I couldn't post videos, do live streams, or make community tab posts for an entire week. So I couldn't even let you guys know that I was gone. And why did they give me a strike? Well, I did a video about a gross Roblox channel, which you guys might have seen, and the thumbnail I used on that video apparently violated their sex and nudity policy, which is completely ironic because the picture I used in the thumbnail YouTube thought violated their community guidelines is the exact same picture that's on the thumbnails of the channel I was reacting to, Bella Plays. But Bella Plays videos and thumbnails are still on YouTube, and from my knowledge, she hasn't gotten any strikes. So please explain to me, YouTube, why am I getting a strike but Bella Plays is completely fine? It literally makes no sense, so it's clearly a false strike, right? So anyways, I then appealed this stupid strike, and guess what? They denied my appeal. So I then went to Twitter to try and reach out to YouTube again, because, you know, anyone with a functioning brainstem knows this is a false strike. But the the useless brainlets over at Twitter told me that, you know, they take these decisions really carefully and couldn't do anything else. Shut your stupid... Absolutely useless. There was nothing careful about the review on my false strike, otherwise the strike would have been taken down, you dumbasses. But anyways, yeah, so I've now served my false suspension that shouldn't have even happened in the first place, and if I get 2 more community guideline strikes, my entire channel gets terminated, meaning my source of income gets taken away and Glider Guy is wiped off the face of the earth. Yet for some reason we have channels like Shappy Sway doing weird sexualized jokes like we've just seen, which are totally over the top. We have ads on YouTube which are literal prawn that YouTube haven't taken down, but my channel talking about these topics and bringing them to light gets a strike. Yeah bro, glad to see YouTube really cares about keeping the community safe by trying to silence people like me by bringing awareness to these virus brain rot channels. It's absolutely unbelievable. Anyways, that's enough of my little crash out. That's just a little update for those that don't know why I disappeared for a week. It wasn't my fault, it was all YouTube's fault. Anyways, back to Shappy. So basically he responded to my video like I said. Basically he responded in a bunch of really passive aggressive and somewhat angry comments, definitely not approving of the video I made about him. He definitely didn't like it very much. So he started off his little comment spree by responding to one of the guys in my comments section. Basically this guy commented, "Let's make YouTube a better place, who's with me?" talking about Shappy. And then Shappy just replied with the laugh crying emojis. I mean, I don't really think you're laughing at this. I actually think you're very butthurt by this comment. Basically now we have this little comment thread here, so this is what this guy said. "Wait, when was the channel saying it was kid friendly because of the animation?" Then Shappy says, "The art style comes from Happy Tree Friends, which is an adult show. It's an animation style which does not belong to any range of age, except the marked by the content you make, which in our case is 18+ everywhere. This style exists for decades and has been used on multiple adult shows. You guys are not so properly informed. We are 18+ everywhere. Clickbait, but that's what's okay." I don't know what this guy's saying. So basically Shappy's sitting here trying to defend himself by saying, "Oh yeah, you know, the art style that I'm using is meant for people 18+ because it's based off another adult show." Bro, it doesn't matter if you say that your animation style is meant for people 18+. Yes, the animation style might be based off of an adult show, but bro, you're not using adult characters in your videos. You're using your own characters in your videos which look like children's characters. The point I'm trying to make in my video is that whenever kids scroll through their iPads and scroll through their shorts feed, if they see characters like this, you know, all vibrant and bubbly and oversaturated, they're obviously gonna stop and watch the video and then end up getting completely traumatized by your weird sexual animations and weird sexual jokes. And then there's your about section as well, bro. Like your about section just kind of like your whole channel just looks like a kid's channel. I'm not saying that there isn't a place for making adult jokes, right? Like I understand some people's humor is different, but don't front it like a kid's channel. And now we have an actual comment by Shappy. "We are tagged 18+ everywhere for years. We don't target a young audience as well. We don't babysit neglectful parents that don't unsee apps properly." I don't really know what this guy's saying. He's not speaking properly, but you know what they say, let them talk, ha ha ha. The passive aggressive tone in these comments is absolutely hilarious. This guy really thinks he's a villain or something. Firstly, Shappy, I want to get this out of the way. Nowhere in your TikTok bio, nowhere in your Instagram or YouTube bio, does it say that your content is for 18+. Nowhere does it say that. Your entire channel, like I just said, looks like a kid's channel, and you fronted it like a kid's channel. And also, if your content is supposed to be 18+, you do know YouTube allows you to age restrict your own videos to people 18+. As far as I can see from your entire channel, you haven't done that. You haven't made your channel 18+ in your actual content. You can do that, but because you clearly target kids in your videos, you obviously don't age restrict your content. And look, I understand as well this guy's saying, you know, we don't babysit neglectful parents. I understand a lot of parents just like let kids go on their iPads for no reason and, you know, don't really restrict what they do. That's obviously a problem, but it is also your responsibility to not front your channel looking like a goddamn kids channel and then having weird sexual jokes in your videos and, you know, like having this weird stuff in your content. That is your responsibility to make sure that your channel looks like, you know, the target demographic you're going for. Which if it's adults, don't have some like cute dogs in your videos and, you know, front it like a kid's channel. Some guy responded to this stupid comment saying, "Nah dude, the art style is an art style appealing for kids, and most of the views from your vids are kids who don't know how to read or pay attention. What do you expect to happen? You should put only not made for kids in your content." That's exactly what I'm saying. I probably couldn't have said it better myself. And then Shappy replied to that guy saying, "That art style comes from Happy Tree Friends, which is an adult show." Blah blah blah, just saying the same copy and paste thing. Again, it doesn't matter because you're not using the characters from Happy Tree. Happy Tree might be an adult show, yes, but the animation style isn't an adult animation style. There's no such thing as an adult animation style. You're using kids characters and it's being fronted as a kids channel. Any human with a brainstem can look at your content instantly. like in the first few seconds without the sexual jokes and probably sit there and say, yeah, this is probably a channel meant for kids. Anyways, then Shappy starts commenting even more, which, I mean, I don't really know why. Funny for clickbait, you say mainly for kids when it has never been, ha ha ha. Neither catalogued, ha ha ha, plus our biography is a joke itself. Talking about his about section. Shappy, an about section can't be a joke. Are we serious right now? Spreading joy, conquering obstacles, and uplifting minds. If any human sees that, they're gonna think that your channel is meant for kids. Like, no one is in on the joke here. When you make a joke about something, when something in your channel is a joke, I think the idea is that, you know, most people are in on the joke and everyone finds it funny. No one finds this about section funny. No one finds this to be some funny joke. Maybe you should inform yourself more before doing stuff like this. Ha ha ha. But hey, good for you for getting lots of views on this misleading stuff party emoji. How ironic is it that this guy is calling my video about him misleading when your entire channel is misleading, Shappy? What are you talking about? Your channel looks like a kid's channel and then you get all these kids to hear your incredibly inappropriate sexual weird jokes. You are the most misleading channel I've ever seen in my entire life. Anyways, then he goes, anyways, thanks for the mention, laugh crying emoji. We won't even report. This is actually funny and misleading. Laugh crying emoji, laugh crying emoji. Have a nice day, heart emoji. Thank you, Shappy. I will have a nice day. What are you talking about? We won't even report this. Yeah, as you shouldn't report my video. There is nothing wrong with my video. Bro's sitting there acting like he's sparing me by not reporting my video, like there's anything wrong with my video. If anything, I'm sparing you, Shappy, by not reporting your channel. Then he goes, by the way, even if it was misleading, I love this video. Laugh crying emoji did an awesome job. Well, you know, I'm glad Shappy likes the video. Maybe Shappy's gonna turn into a Glider Guy fan one day. Who knows, bro? You know, I'm open to it. I wouldn't mind having Shappy in the Glider Guy gang. In fact, Shappy, maybe you can even join my Glider Guy gang Discord server. Top link in the description. You can be an even bigger fan. This kid's animator is losing it. Here we go again, bro. This kid's animator called Shappy Sway genuinely seems like he's totally lost his mind and basically just hates me. I've made now 2 videos about Shappy Sway, the most twisted kids animator. The first one talking about how his animation channel looks like a kid's channel from the outside, but when you click on his videos, you end up getting weird sexual jokes that definitely shouldn't be watched by kids. Then in my second video, Shappy responded to me in a bunch of weird passive-aggressive comments, saying that he likes my content, but also that I'm misleading people. Well, after that second video, Shappy Sway has gone full mask off in my comment section, writing full essays about how my content is absolutely garbage, how I'm a terrible YouTuber, and how I mislead people with my content, and also basically asking me for a part 3. Also, he's gone onto his community tab post crying about how a bunch of us commentary YouTubers are making videos about him, and just to top it all off, apparently he also got a community guidelines strike on his channel. So I guess karma does kind of have a way of coming back to bite. So look, that's a lot to discuss right there, but I'm gonna break it all down in this video for you right here. But to start this all off, even since my last Shappy video, which wasn't that long ago, he's got a couple more bangers for us to watch on his YouTube channel. So I reckon we check them out right here. How I think each fruit would fill up my okay.
Orange. Banana. Apple.
What?
Cucumber. Strawberry.
Yo!
Hamster.
Okay, no. That is not what we're doing right here. God damn, Shappy. I knew you were weird, right? Like, I knew you were obviously making terrible content. But this is just a great start, isn't it? It's always great to see at the start of the video, us watching a video where we've got a cute dog on screen and it looks like, you know, he's acting like things are getting stuffed up his butt and making these really weird faces right here. Absolutely awesome, Shappy. Let's see what else you got for us.
This is the Mona Lisa. And if you look at her lips, it's hard to decide if she's smiling or not. Well, surprisingly, this is actually...
Oh, of course.
Hey, if you like our content, follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and X.
What the hell is
Link on
this? Okay, so that video was absolutely shocking, but has this guy also done like a little promotion for his other pages on his short videos? Oh my god. Surely you just like put that in the description of your video in the comments and not in the actual video, but hey, that's just me. Okay, so now let's actually get into the juicy stuff. Obviously those videos are pretty shocking and you know, like I've already said before, I've made 2 videos about this guy, and after I made my video responding to Shappy's comments that he made about me, which I must say absolutely hurt my feelings, feelings. Still to this day, I'm absolutely crying in my room every night. I can't stop thinking about it. He then dropped this goddamn 3 paragraph essay in my comments, expressing how he really doesn't like me, it doesn't seem. So let's read this together and see why this guy is so angry with me. Oh, okay. So you just magically didn't see the crystal clear high definition annotated with love screenshots we posted showing we tagged 18 plus on literally everything. Wild how selective vision works these days. You should get that checked. It's giving diagnosed with clout deficiency. Hilarious, Shappy. You got me rolling on the floor laughing right there with that joke. And actually, one thing I want to clear up right here before we continue, one thing I did get wrong in my last video was me talking about Shappy's about section in his YouTube bio. I will say that in my last video, I thought that Shappy still had his original bio that was like this kid-friendly, talking about fun and resilience or whatever. But turns out in between my first and second video about Shappy, he actually added 4 grown-ups in his bio, which look, I did miss that, so yeah, I am sorry about that. But let's actually analyze that for a second. How does him adding 4 grown-ups help at all? Do you really think the 5-year-olds scrolling through their shorts feed are gonna find your video and then get some random spidey sense tingle, being like, oh wait, Shappy has 4 grown-ups now in his about section. Maybe I should stop watching the video because it's clearly not for me. Like bro, that literally does not do anything at all. You actually have to age restrict your content for YouTube to not show your content for kids. Which, as we're about to see later on, Shappy claims that he's doing that on his YouTube channel, which he's not. But it also turns out that he's doing everything he can to remove age restrictions off of his YouTube videos. Anyways, moving on, let me guess, the rest of your content pulls in views like a tumbleweed convention. But as soon as you say our name, bam, 500k. Monetization fairy shows up like, here's your check king. Must be nice to ride our name like a cowboy on a stolen horse, yeehaw. Okay, so this is super weird so far, but I'm not sure if you understand how this works, Shappy. I am absolutely fine without you. I still make a very, very good income. I still have Nutshell Animations to talk about. I still have Benji X Scarlet, more people like that. I am absolutely not relying on you, bro. And also, it's not even your name that I'm using. Your name holds no value. Notice how in both my videos and this video right here I'm making about you right now, I don't use your name in my title. There's a very specific reason for that. It's because your name doesn't pull views alone. It's simply your channel's concept that pulls views. So that's why I simply just call you a twisted animator. Also, I love how you're talking about you giving us commentary YouTubers views, as if your YouTube channel hasn't tripled in sub count and 10 times your average views only because of me and a bunch of us commentary YouTubers starting to talk about you. I mean, hey, I get it. Seems like laughing at Nikocato's eating but doesn't pay the bills anymore, so here we are. Plan B, milk drama like it's an almond and slap our name on the carton. What? Honestly, I respect the hustle. Who needs originality when you've got drama and a weak attention span audience? You're not creating content, you're printing views with our faces on them. Slay. Okay, that was unbelievably cringe. Can't wait for part 3, Return of the Reach, where you misquote us in 4K and cry about it in the comments. Bring snacks. Mate, you are the only person who is crying here. You were so passive aggressive in my comment section in the last video, and here you are going fully mask off. Now, honestly, this response just kind of seems a little bit off to me, don't you think? And you know what? It's probably because this response here seems to be 100% AI generated. I mean, look at all the weird quotes here and, you know, the weird symbols in this guy's comment right here. This pretty much just seems AI generated to me. This guy literally went to ChatGPT, probably researched my entire channel and asked it to make a mean comment insulting me, saying that I get no views without him. He couldn't even get his 4 remaining brain cells to cook up a decent response, so we got the AI to do it for him. What an absolute goofball. Now look, of course that wasn't it. For some reason, Shappy likes to spread his thoughts over multiple comments. So under this thread here, we have 8 replies here, mostly just him talking to himself, it seems like. We are already a fan. You are awesome at messing up info and getting views. That's an art too. Laugh crying emoji. Ha ha ha. Now I know he left a laugh crying emoji in this comment, but let me tell you right now, he is not laughing at all. He is absolutely sobbing. Okay, so it's an art to mess up info and get views. Yeah, good one, Shappy. So I'm guessing he's talking about when I called Shappy a fan of my channel in my last video, which to be honest with you, if I gathered every single person that comments on my videos and gave them a ranking based on who's left the most comments on the last month, Shappy would have to be right at the very top if we're being honest. Though it would be nice if you stopped calling us a kids animator. We are tagged not for kids. By doing that, you might mislead kids to watch our content. We are tagged not for kids on Insta, 18 plus, it's pretty clear. Yeah, congrats, you're tagged 18 plus on Instagram. What about YouTube, Shappy? What about Twitter? What about TikTok? You aren't tagged 18 plus on any of them. And don't give me this BS of like, oh, but we put 4 grown-ups in our bio. Again, that doesn't do anything. Age restrict your content, bro. It's not that hard. We really did not think you would make a part 2 for real. It was sarcasm. You took it too literal. I can't believe you took our comment seriously and made a part 2. It was sarcasm. Yeah, of course I took your comment to make a part 2 literally. Why the hell would I pass up an opportunity to milk your stupid content and your awful responses for views? And I'm also taking your comment about making a part 3 literally too. Shappy, I plan to milk every single response you make about me until the day I die. Or until you stop making me views. As long as you as a topic continues to bring me views, I'm gonna keep going, bro. During April, we honestly might have a record high view count on the Glider Guy channel. 4.7 million views is our 1 month record high. If you keep making stupid comments like this, Shappy, you might help us reach that, to be honest. Now, apart from him responding to my second video about him, it turns out that he might actually be a Glider Guy fan, because he's now commenting on my other videos completely unrelated to him, as well as some of my community tab posts. Now, basically, I made a video about Rico Animations the other day, and in that video, I said that Rico Animations is arguably worse than Shappy, which, to be honest, in hindsight, is definitely not true. Shappy is absolutely worse, but here's what he had to say. Oh no, we thought we were the worst. We lost our crown, question mark. Yeah, no, I lied, bro. You definitely still have the crown. Don't worry about that. You are absolutely worse than Rico Animations. But then, of course, because it's Shappy, he started arguing with people in my comments in the Glider Guy gang about this. Some guy replied saying, now you look better, skull emoji. And Shappy replied saying, we at least tagged not for kids XD. Okay, Shappy, I don't know how many times I have to say this, but just because you tag your videos on YouTube as not made for kids doesn't mean that you're doing enough at all. If you say your content is 18 plus, then you gotta age restrict your content as well. Otherwise, you're being a big fat liar. Now, Shappy also commented on my community tab post where I talked about how I got a false community guideline strike a few weeks ago. Happens when you don't tag your content as not made for kids. We do so let's hope we not suffer the same fate as you did, heart emoji. And well, as fate would have it, ironically enough, after this comment right here, I want to show you guys what happened to Shappy not even a day later. He made this community tab post here. In case it's not clear enough, by the way, thanks for 19 million views or whatever. Basically, to sum this picture up right here, Shappy Sway got a warning and has a copyright strike on his channel, which I think is kind of funny in my opinion. And also he shows down the bottom here how he sets his videos as not made for kids. Again, you idiot, you have to set your videos as 18 plus if you actually want kids to not watch your content. All setting your videos as not made for kids does is make sure that your videos don't end up on YouTube Kids. There are still plenty of children that use normal YouTube, and plenty of people under 18 that still watch normal YouTube. You're basically trying to put out a wildfire with a glass of water. You're basically doing nothing here. Also, this guy really shows his intelligence is super strong here. In this very screenshot, he shows that he's actually been appealing YouTube's decisions to give age restrictions on his videos. So even though Shappy said that his content is 18 plus and that he tags his content as 18 plus, here you can see right here, he's trying to remove age restrictions that YouTube are putting on his channel. What an absolute dumbass. At least if you're gonna try and fool us into thinking that you actually care about setting your content as 18 plus when you clearly have no intentions to, at least try and hide it, bro. This is a public community tab post. Everyone can see this. Now look, you might think that this guy's delusion ends here, but unfortunately it doesn't. Ever since this point for the last 2 days, he's been fully crashing out on his own community tab posts. And let me tell you, he is absolutely angry at me and everyone else making videos about him. In case it was not clear enough, here is ChatGPT telling you the same that we have been saying for years, plus the screenshots as we actually tagging our content as not made for kids. Then he shows a screenshot of ChatGPT trying to defend Shappy Sway, almost like you're the one that put in the prompt, Shappy. Like, bro, how backed into a corner are you where you have to get ChatGPT as your goddamn lawyer? Bro can't defend himself, so he has to use AI to do it for him. Shappy also then showed a couple more screenshots of him setting his Instagram as 18 plus and setting his channel as not made for kids, which again, bro, literally does nothing. And we just saw you disputing age restrictions on your channel, trying to get rid of them. So I don't believe any of this crap for a second. We'd like to formally thank the ongoing misinformation campaign. Turns out nothing drives traffic like confident ignorance. Yes, we use chibi style. Yes, it's still adult content. Shocking, we know. Cute art doesn't magically make the joke suitable for your toddler. We are tagged 18 plus for a reason. Again, no you're not. But if reading comprehension isn't your thing, we get it. Words are hard, so by all means, keep ranting. You're doing a phenomenal job making us go viral. Bless your bold, misinformed energy. We literally couldn't do it without you. And then he goes on to show a screenshot of him having 12 million views for the month, which, yeah, well done, Shappy. That's really impressive. You got 11 million views in 1 month. What would be more impressive about that is if, you know, 99.9% of those views weren't shorts and you only had 36,000 long form views in the last month. Bro, you're sitting here flexing getting 10 million shorts views. Shorts views are the easiest views to get on the platform. And also, you barely get paid for them as well. This guy, by my estimates, probably is making like $1,000 from that 10 million views right there. Which, for those that don't really understand YouTube, is absolutely shockingly low. And also, basically, this guy's missing the entire point of our videos here. The point is, Shappy, 5-year-olds scrolling through their feed have no idea that your content is meant for 18+. It's easy for us commentary YouTubers to know that this content shouldn't be for kids, but all the little Timmies on their iPad are too stupid to know that. Also, again, stop the cap, bro. You are not tagged 18+. Yes, you're 18+ on Instagram, well done, but you're not on YouTube, and you are actively stopping it from happening. Now, this next post here, this guy's basically just like showing like a bunch of comments that he receives on his videos, just pretty much quoting them, and then, you know, just like calling them depressed, and like saying that, oh yeah, these guys are currently in therapy. All these people commenting on our videos, they're all just Karens and morally confused. And then at the bottom he says, thanks for 130k. This guy actually thinks he's the coolest kid in school right now. Yeah, this will show all the haters, post. Like, bro, you are not tough and cool because you have 130k on Instagram. Nobody cares. You're still a complete goofball. Everything we've said in these videos still stands. Now look, if that right there wasn't enough for you, Shappy's crash out doesn't end here. I know, I can't believe it. Recently, Rith, another commentary YouTuber in my space, made a video talking about Shappy crashing out at a bunch of us commentary YouTubers, and in that video's comment section, Shappy went absolutely ballistic at him. If kids see us instead of young adults and adults when we are age restricted, you should report it until they fix the issue. Okay, I mean, I don't really know what you're talking about, because again, we've just proved that you don't age restrict your content, and in fact, dispute age restrictions on your videos. By the way, thanks, we were not even using YouTube much, thanks to you guys and your constant misleading info, paying your paychecks. We reached around 21 million views and at least 14,000 new followers here too. Yep, we know that, Shappy, we understand that. But again, you're getting 21 million shorts views, that literally means nothing. But we are absolutely not for kids, just like, you know, showing another stupid comment here. Clickbait pays your checks, that's pretty clear, and then shows us like weird community tab posts. Like, bro, what are you talking about clickbait? I don't understand what this guy's trying to say here. There has been nothing misleading about any of our videos. And again, that's so ironic coming from you, Shappy. Your whole channel is misleading. Then he goes, also, you are not so careful. SM, it's by law 13+, otherwise must be supervised by parents. Also, we are tagged not for kids. I don't really understand why this guy struggles with English so much. I mean, bro, like, it really isn't that hard to speak it. This guy seriously does not understand how to make a coherent sentence, it kind of just seems like. Also, again, the not made for kids argument. You absolute idiot. You know exactly what you're doing. You're disputing age restrictions and then sitting here hiding behind this, oh, but we make our videos not made for kids. That literally doesn't mean anything. Kids are still gonna watch your videos. Also, another thing I wanted to mention is that how Shappy Sway is now blocking me and other commentary YouTubers from his comment section. So as I keep making this video, this guy just keeps posting more and more community tab posts against Rith. Basically trying to defend himself, saying that Rith is apparently worse than Shappy, which literally just makes no sense at all. Us commentary YouTubers are calling out people like you, Shappy, and you're sitting here making the bad content. But anyways, I commented on one of this guy's community tab posts, basically just saying like, are you dense? Like, are you actually this stupid, or are you just rage baiting? And then, as you can see by this next screenshot, I went on to another one of my YouTube accounts, and the comment is nowhere to be seen. So I've basically been blacklisted from Shappy's comments. I'm honestly not shocked, but it's a pretty cowardice move, I'll be honest here, because, you know, I haven't blocked Shappy from my comment section. I allow him to speak his mind. I allow him to just embarrass himself in my comment section, but for some reason he won't let me troll him. So, I mean, I don't know. It's not really that fair, is it, Shappy? The Kids Animator is trying to delete my channel. No, this isn't a joke. Yesterday, I made a video showing how Shappy Sway has been fully crashing out at me and another YouTuber, Rith, leaving multiple comments, throwing around some crazy allegations, and genuinely just having a meltdown. Well, now he's sending false copyright strikes. No, this isn't a joke, bro. I wish I was lying. Let's just jump straight into it. There is so much to talk about. So for those that need a little bit of a backstory and haven't seen my first 3 videos about this guy, Shappy Sway is a YouTube animator that makes extremely weird sexual jokes and fronts his channel like a kid's channel, basically meaning that his content that should be for adults gets shown to a lot of kids. In my last video talking about Shappy's extreme meltdown, he sent me paragraphs on paragraphs of comments insulting me, saying that I get no views, saying that I spread misinformation. Well, it seems like his crash out has gotten much worse. On screen right now, you can see the start of an email. This email shows that Shappy Sway is sending false copyright strikes to both me and Rith. Here we have copyright infringement notification confirmation. Thank you for submitting a copyright takedown request. Your request will be reviewed to make sure that it's valid and includes all required elements. In your request, you have asked that we remove videos and prevent any copies from being uploaded in the future. We'll reply to this email when we've we've taken action on your request. And then down the bottom here it says, here's the information you gave us. And then as you can see, Shappy Sway gave Rith his full legal name. He gave him his username, email address, secondary email address, whatever. And then as you can see right here, it says your title or job position. Basically, YouTube's just asking like, you know, what is your title or job position? And what is your authority to make this complaint? Here he says, we have not allowed this person to share our videos in his channel, and he is monetizing on our content. Please remove this and any other related videos about us. Okay, so right off the bat, Shappy, YouTube didn't ask why you've sent the copyright strike. All they did was ask your title or job position. Like, you know, are you a YouTuber? Like, you know, what channel is this? Is this your channel? They didn't ask you why you sent the strike, you idiot. So basically, this just kind of proves right here that Shappy was just in a fit of rage at this point. He was already really angry, as you guys saw in my last video, but here he's just absolutely lost his mind. He is just crashing out on his keyboard. He didn't even type out the full word please, he wrote plus. Like, bro, this is a formal, serious legal dispute that this guy's doing right here. Copyright strikes are nothing to be messed around with. For those that don't know how they work, when you get one copyright strike, you can't upload videos for an entire week. When you get 2 copyright strikes, you can't upload videos for 2 weeks. And when you get a 3rd copyright strike, your entire YouTube channel gets terminated. And this guy's sitting here taking this not very seriously at all. So already right off the bat, this is a stupid copyright strike. Now moving on, we can see URL of allegedly infringing video, and he links Rith's video that he uploaded to his YouTube channel where he talked about Shappy Sway. And then as you can see here, Shappy has to declare where his videos that, you know, Rith apparently took without his copyright permission, where does it appear? And Shappy goes entire video. Basically what he's trying to say here is that me and Rith are re-uploading Shappy Sway's videos without his permission and just adding nothing to them, like just literally downloading his videos and then posting them to our channels. Anyone with a functioning brainstem can see both mine and Rith's YouTube channels and know that that is obviously false. We are reaction channels. We are reaction commentary channels. We don't just re-upload your videos, you idiots. And then down here as well, this is probably one of the most damning bits of this email here. When you send a copyright strike to someone, you have to declare like a bunch of things down the bottom. Down here we can see that Shappy Sway declared, I understand that abuse of this tool will result in termination of my YouTube channel. Basically, this guy's just digging himself a grave right here. This is a false copyright strike, and this guy knows it's a false copyright strike, and he just signed his grave basically saying that, you know, YouTube, you can terminate my channel now. Because when you abuse the copyright system, YouTube says in their rules that they will terminate your channel. So look, now I've got to put this onto YouTube right now. Shappy Sway is clearly abusing the copyright system, trying to get copyright strikes on my channel and Rith's channel. So the ball's in your court now, YouTube. You guys have to terminate Shappy Sway if you actually want to stick to your rules and be consistent. This guy's abusing the copyright system. You have to do it, bro. And now moving on, pretty much Shappy Sway just like does a bunch of reasoning down here as to why our videos should be taken down. And we, the owners of this account, this guy Rith, keeps harassing us and sharing our content that is tagged not for kids to his kid audience to make money out of it and try to ruin our image. You should delete every video related with us and ban permanently his channel, as it's not the first time he has horrible behavior towards the YouTube community. Okay, firstly, Shappy Sway, no one is harassing you. Like, just get that out of your brain right now. All we are doing is talking about your terrible content and talking about why it should not be shown to kids and why you should age restrict your content instead of sitting here hiding behind this not made for kids thing. Like, bro, we have said this so many times to you. I don't know how many times we have to keep saying it. Just because you tag your videos as not made for kids doesn't mean you're doing enough. If you truly want your videos to not be shown to kids, you have to actually age restrict your content. We have told you this multiple times and you refuse to do it. And in fact, like we've seen in my last video, Shappy goes out of his way to dispute whenever YouTube tried to age restrict his videos, trying to stop the age restrictions from going through, basically trying to make sure that kids can see his videos. And now Shappy throws this up. Here are other clear examples, showing a bunch of like weird Reddit threads. And now what's going on here is that Shappy is throwing false allegations at Rith, calling him a PDF file, which is absolutely deplorable. I think anyone with a functioning brain knows that Rith isn't a PDF file. It's pretty obvious to see. Pretty much he links a bunch of Reddit threads showing like false allegations that Rith had to deal with over a year ago. He's already debunked them. I mean, it was pretty easy to debunk them. And now here's where things get really juicy in this next screenshot, where Shappy fully crashes out at me as well. He is also calling on other channels like Glider Guy to do the same. Please remove our content from this guy's channel too. They are horrible people lying about us. As you can see, we are tagged but for kids. They are not, and they show our content to kids that follow them and make money out of it. It's crazy that this is allowed. Both Glider Guy and Rith should be banned as they were in the past.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Okay, Shappy, I just need to break that down for you right now. This is the dumbest paragraph I think I've ever seen from you in my entire life. And with we've read a lot of stupid comments from you. First of all, they are horrible people lying about us. When have we ever lied about you, Shappy? I don't think me and Rith have ever lied about you in the slightest. Also, it's very ironic how you say that we lie about you when you then proceed to lie about us. They are not tagged for kids. Shappy, you absolute idiots. As you can see on my YouTube dashboard right now, it says that every single video that I upload is set not made for kids. Every single video on this Glider Guy channel right now, you guys can check it if you want, every single video is set as not made for kids. And you wanna know why I said it is not made for kids, Shappy? Because my content is not made for kids. And again, like we've both said to you before, just because you set your videos as not made for kids doesn't mean you're doing enough. If you really want people to not see your videos that are under the age of 18, you have to age restrict your content. And he also says both Glider Guy and Rith should be banned as they were in the past. I don't know what this guy's talking about. Neither of us have ever been banned. I don't know if this guy's trying to use that as leverage or something. But yeah, neither of us have been banned, so I don't know what this guy's talking about. Also, he then says, here's the link of the other guy talking about me. Another CU annex, I don't know why this guy can't speak English, that was recently banned for spreading fake news and monetizing kids with adult creators content. Okay, so what this guy's referring to is that a couple of weeks ago, Glider Guy received a false community guideline strike from YouTube. I talked about it in a couple of videos before, but basically YouTube struck my channel, you know, for no reason, and I had to serve a week suspension. So firstly, Shappy, I wasn't banned from YouTube. I got suspended for a week. And secondly, I didn't get, quote, banned for spreading fake news and monetizing kids with adult content. Like, bro, firstly, this guy's just straight up lying. And secondly, you're a total hypocrite. You monetize kids with adult content. Your entire channel is adult content, which I'm pretty much certain is being watched by kids. And then below this, he tries to link both of my videos, trying to, for some reason, get YouTube my video struck as well. But Shappy, I don't know if you're just this stupid. Actually, no, you probably are. But if you want to actually send a copyright strike to my channel, I don't know if you realize this, but you don't just send a copyright strike to Rith. You also have to send a copyright strike to me. And when I checked my YouTube dashboard this morning to see if Shappy had sent me a copyright strike, lo and behold, I haven't received any copyright strikes from Shappy. So what he's doing here is trying to, like, include me in this Rith copyright strike instead of sending his own copyright strike to me, which literally just makes no sense. YouTube aren't gonna see that you've added me in your copyright strike against Rith and be like, oh, maybe we should take down Glider Guy as well. That's not how that works, you dumbass. This right here just kind of shows how stupid this guy is. The fact that he actually thinks that this is how copyright strikes work. And now we move on to another funny part of this email. This guy is absolutely losing his mind here. He added this little part here. Please hurry. This is urgent and escalating unnecessarily. We need the harassment to stop. Bro, how dumb is this guy? We are not harassing you, Shappy. No one is harassing you. All we're doing is making videos talking about your terrible content, which we are absolutely allowed to do, and you are getting butthurt about it. You chose to get butthurt about it. So then we continued making videos about you. This is all, bro, you are doing this on your own here. Also, it's very ironic how you're saying that we're harassing you. You're basically harassing us. You're sending false copyright strikes. You've left like 40 plus comments on Rith's channel, about 20 comments on my channel, and now after this copyright strike that Shappy tried to give to us, he got a response email from YouTube, and this email definitely he didn't like. Basically, it says, "Hi Shappy Sway, thank you for your removal request. We've reviewed your request and need some more information before we can proceed." And then below it says, "We are concerned that your copyright notification may not be valid for the videos listed below." Basically, YouTube is saying, no Shappy, you're an idiot. These copyright requests are not valid. YouTube is throwing this guy's stupid ass copyright takedown request back into his face. But you might notice down the bottom here, it also says you may take back your claim of copyright infringement at any time if you change your mind. Basically, YouTube is begging, pleading with Shappy, like, please, we know this copyright takedown is stupid. We know you're absolutely crashing out and you're just sending this out of anger. We're gonna give you one last chance to take back your claim if you think that it's stupid, because we know it's stupid and we know it's false. They're basically pleading with him, please take down the copyright request, Shappy. And well, lo and behold, Shappy did not take down this copyright request. He decided to follow through with it. And now here's this next email. "Hi Shappy Sway, thank you for your response. We reviewed it and it provides updates below. Request declined." Oh my god, absolutely incredible. Thank you, YouTube. Thank the Lord that you actually didn't send this copyright request through. Basically, YouTube just spat in his face and said, no, you're an idiot. Like, this is obviously false. We remain concerned that your removal request isn't valid for the videos listed below. As a result, the content will remain live on YouTube, and basically that means that my videos are still live on YouTube, and Rith's videos are still live on YouTube. And then a little bit later, Rith received this email right here. "Hello, we received the copyright infringement notification below regarding your videos. We believe your content is protected by fair use, fair dealing, or a similar exception to copyright protection, we are writing to let you know that we do not plan to remove your videos at this time. I just want to give a round of applause to YouTube right there. Finally, YouTube have done something good. Rare YouTube W, bro. YouTube for some reason approve all of these copyright takedown requests for some reason. I don't understand why. Whenever Benji X Scarlet was sending false copyright strikes to people, whenever Cartoon was sending false copyright strikes to people, for some reason YouTube let those ones go through. But this one that Shappy Sway tried to send through, he just got it spat right back into his face. And I don't think I've ever seen something as satisfying as that. I woke up to see this email right here and I couldn't be happier to see it. This kid's animator is still crashing out at me. Yep, even after countless videos talking about his terrible content, attempts at deleting my channel, and even a 2-hour interview, which you guys would have seen, where we talked about everything in the situation, Shappy Sway is continuing to crash out at myself and Rith and everyone else that has made videos about him. For those that aren't up to speed, Shappy Sway is a YouTube animator that makes content that looks like kids content, with characters that look like kids characters, but then adds simple twists and make them absolutely disgusting. Then he siphons that kid audience that he's built up over to his Patreon and Twitter page, which have genuine NSFW content of his characters. Just some of the freakiest stuff on the internet. Well, the other day, myself, Beto999, MK, and Rith all hopped on a 2-hour call to talk things out with Shappy, and let's just say it was a total disaster.
We've been 2 years making this lore, and we started from the beginning considering
matter
this
to a 6-year-old that just scrolled onto your shorts. I mentioned during the interview that after the call, Shappy went on a complete rampage in his private Discord server, crashing out at all 4 of us with Rocky Raccoon, who we also know is a total douchebag himself. Basically, all these messages got leaked. We have nearly 100 screenshots to go over today of Shappy Sway totally losing his mind after the call. As well as that, Shappy made a video responding to the interview, which he continues to lie about us, trying to stand on business. Now, before we look at it all, make sure you go watch the 2-hour call if you haven't already. It's an absolute banger. The fallout from this simple 2-hour conversation we had with him is absolutely unbelievable. So let's begin. So here we have the first screenshot. This is immediately after our call. Well, it went as expected, just mostly bullying and calling us PDF files for no reason. But it's okay, all recorded. I hope they post this. Then we will see what we do. Haha, they are complete assholes, but I'm completely fine with it. Okay, firstly, let's go over the bullying thing. I mean, I don't think any of us were bullying you. To be honest, it was really just us speaking the truth and you simply just couldn't handle it. Again, for anyone that saw the 2-hour call, it was literally just us speaking facts, talking about how you clearly use what look like children's characters in your videos and put them in weird positions. I don't think there's really any excusing that. I mean, look, the entire time you sat behind the idea that, oh, you know, we say that our characters are 29 years old. That was his excuse, by the way. I mean, I'm gonna show a screenshot on screen right now of one of the characters that we used as an example. This clearly looks like a kid, right? The 2 excuses that he used were, 1, oh, well, we say that this character's 29, so, you know, therefore it's not a kid. The second one was, oh, but it's a dog, you know, it's not an actual human. Both of which are so easily destroyed. I mean, like, how stupid is that? And then Shappy says, I am not stepping down. Yes, like F up kid bullies. Are you saying that you're a kid and we're bullying you? Like, bro, what? Didn't you say you're like 29 or like early 30s? Bro, me, Rith, MK, and Beto are all like 10 years younger than you and we still have more common sense than you. It's actually unbelievable. And then here we have another D1 meat rider. Can't you try take some legal action at this point? Pretty sure accusing people of things like this could count as defamation. I mean, firstly, buddy, look at your profile picture. I'm not gonna take anything this guy Electric Rodent says seriously. What a diabolical profile picture. But firstly, nothing we said in that interview was defamation at all. I mean, I don't know how you can even claim that. Shappy Sway says, interrupting and insulting. Yes, exactly. Wow, that's very ironic coming from you. Pretty much the whole call you tried to interrupt any point that we made. You couldn't answer any simple questions. The reason we kept interrupting you, Shappy, is because we'd ask you a simple question, and then it would take you literally 5 minutes or longer to answer it. You couldn't answer a question for the life of you. Beto asked, and I'll play the clip again. He asked you a simple question of looking at a 24-year-old character from a show that clearly looks like a kid, and asked you, is it okay to sexualize this character? And you were jumping through hoops, skipping around, trying to avoid the question like a politician. Like, bro, we know exactly what you're doing. Like, you weren't trying to answer the question. You were trying to sit there jumping around. So of course we're gonna interrupt you when it takes you 5 minutes to answer a simple question. These commentary people are deranged. Wow, that's ironic. You're sitting in Shappy Sway's private Discord server calling us deranged. Oh my god. Accusing you of being a file, yet their fans are nothing but children. Lol, sad. What does that even mean, bro? So what, if our fan bases are children, which, I mean, not all of them are children. A lot of them are around that early teenage age, but anyway. How is our fan base being younger, meaning that, like we're being ironic for calling Shappy a PDF file? Like, what does that even mean? What do we do that could be considered bad? Exactly, but they justify that they do it for the children, ahaha. Like, how hard is it for people to understand that adult content can exist? Like, did these people never see Happy Tree Friends back in the day? Cutesy does not mean for kids. Like, behavior pisses me off. Angry emoji. Alright, I might just turn this whole video into talking about Electric Rodent because god, this guy's an idiot. We're not saying adult content can't exist. I don't think we've ever said that before. The whole point of the interview is that Shappy Sway wasn't age restricting his content and then putting links to his Patreon and Twitter, which are actual adult content, siphoning his kid audience over there. Also, one thing I wanted to point out post-interview is that Shappy Sway added his links back into his YouTube bio. In the interview, we actually managed to get Shappy Sway to, you know, remove the links off of his YouTube channel, because in the interview we established that Shappy Sway's YouTube channel is 13 plus, like we understood that, but we also said that you shouldn't have Patreon links in that YouTube bio because, you know, your YouTube is 13 plus. Let's separate the 13 plus content from the 18 plus content. Well, this idiot after the interview added these links back in, as you can see here, and then did a video here trying to justify why he did it. And let's see what, let's just see this video here.
Our Patreon contains explicit content strictly for adults, as you probably already know. Even if someone clicks yes, I'm 18 plus, when they access the link on the banner, they still can't access anything unless they verify their age through a valid credit card or PayPal account, both of which legally require you to be at least 18 years old.
Okay, so this guy added these links back in because he's like, oh, well, when you click on the link, you know, you have to verify your age and whatever. Don't give me that crap, Shappy. You know exactly what you're doing here, bro. The purpose of you removing the links in the first place was to, you know, have a separation between your 13 plus content and your 13 plus audience versus your 18 plus audience on Instagram and Twitter or whatever. You know that your content on YouTube is only watched by people that are younger and you still added the links back. Clearly, all you care about is money, not actually protecting children. Because again, by adding these links back into your YouTube, you are siphoning kids over to your Patreon, which is 18 plus. And I made this comparison as well, which I think this guy's just completely forgotten about. In the video, I talked about how models make kid-friendly content on YouTube that is for, you know, 13 plus, they can say, because it's not made for kids, whatever. But then they have an link or, you know, a Patreon link, which is 18 plus. And basically what they're doing there is siphoning their kid audience over to their fans. You, Shappy, are doing the exact same thing here, and you adding those links back after removing them after we told you to shows that you don't plan to change and you plan to continue what you're doing. Like, I don't understand why you're doing this. They watch prawn since they are teens themselves, ha ha ha. Like, way worse abusive stuff in the bin, ha, like, what? I don't know why you're putting words into our mouth. You are the only one that said that. In the interview, this guy had a weird, like, obsession with saying that, oh yeah, you know, I used to watch prawn as a teenager, you know, I used to watch The Hub. I don't know why this guy kept saying it during the interview for those that actually watched it, but just because there is terrible stuff on the internet doesn't mean you putting stuff on the internet makes it okay. And you siphoning your kid audience over to fans makes it okay. Just because people that age watch bad stuff doesn't mean you're okay for doing it, Shappy. It's still absolutely disgusting. Then Electric Rodent goes, yeah, kids nowadays are anything but innocent. What are you trying to say there, buddy? And effing hardworking people like you over just so they reap the rewards. So twisted. Yeah, I think this guy's mentally handicapped. It's alright, Electric Rodent. I'll give you the pass this time. You clearly aren't all there. Basically what this guy's saying is like, oh yeah, the internet is making a lot of kids not innocent these days, so it's okay if Shappy Sway does it because, you know, oh, it's already happening, so, you know, we might as well just add to it. That doesn't make it right. Just because other people are doing it, Shappy, doesn't mean you should also be doing it. They are just trying to get a rise out of people, trying to cause problems and whatever. I say don't give them the attention at this point. They will keep doing it no matter what, just like we will continue without them no matter what. They can spread misinformation as much as they want, but at the end of the day, people will still watch your content, they still know the truth, and over time, people will get their content knowing damn well it's all lies. I don't even think I have to respond to that thing right there. That was the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. They're all trolls, simple as. They must have been bullied as kids, otherwise I legit don't understand how they enjoy this. Alright, one thing I want to point out about that bit of dialogue there is that absolutely nobody agrees with you. This follow-up video that Shappy Sway did, which is 11 minutes long, which we're gonna check out in a minute, got dislike bombed to hell. Like, it's a 50-50 like to dislike ratio. That's absolutely shocking for a YouTube video. Most like to dislike ratios sit around, you know, 90% likes and 10% dislikes. dislikes. Sometimes it's a lot better. The 2-hour interview that we did with Shappy Sway, as you can see here, got nearly 10,000 likes and 91 dislikes. That's like 99%, so that just shows how literally no one is on your side. And this interview, I didn't cut anything out right. I literally played the whole thing. I cut out a few silent bits, a few bits where people are rambling, but basically it is the entire interview. 200,000 people saw this 2-hour interview and didn't hate it. And the reason why they didn't hate it is because they know that we're right, Shappy. The last part is funny, since they claim what Shappy is doing is exposing kids to prawn. Yeah, if the kid isn't being monitored by their parents and they lie about their age on YouTube, of course they're gonna see stuff that isn't bad for them. That's like complaining when water gets you wet. Oh, I'm sure you thought you cooked there, electric rodent. Okay, I don't know how many times we have to say this, but we have shown on multiple occasions, just because you set your videos as not made for kids does not mean that if you're a kid on YouTube, you can't see bad content. We've shown on multiple occasions that you can set your age as like 5 years old on YouTube. You can set your birthday as like 2020, and you can still go on YouTube and see Shappy Sway's content and Rith's content and my content, even though we're all tagged as not made for kids. And then Shappy goes, crazy people. I also have screenshots of them telling me, yeah, we really don't care what's true. People want a show and we can give them one. That's what matters. Cash in. Okay, so basically what's going on here is that Shappy Sway tried to stand on this argument the entire time of that this character on screen right now isn't a kid because Shappy says that he's 29, even though this character clearly looks like a kid. And when we said in the interview that we don't care what you say the character's age is, that character looks like a kid, so it's a kid, Shappy takes that as like, oh, so you don't care what's true? Oh, you don't care what the author says is true? No, Shappy, we don't care what you say the character is. When we look at a character that clearly looks like a kid, we're going to say it's a goddamn kid. I don't understand why this is so hard for this guy to wrap his head around. We don't care about what's not true. We care about what the audience perception is. And the audience perception is that when you see a video like this, where there is what clearly looks like a kid under the table doing something that they shouldn't be doing, then that's obviously shocking and shouldn't be on YouTube. I don't know what part of that you don't understand. And now here's where things get really interesting, because Rocky Raccoon joined the conversation. Oh boy, here we go. I told y'all they make money by antagonizing others. They don't care about solutions. More drama means more views and more money for them. Just do not respond to those YouTubers from now on. They do not want to help you. They are making money off what they think is wrong with your brand. At the end of the day, that's their job as YouTubers. If the uploaded version of the interview is edited to make you look worse for no reason, take their asses to court. Oh wow, you're tough, Rocky. Well, first of all, I mean, we didn't edit our interviews. Every single one of us, Beto, MK, Rith, myself, we all uploaded the full versions of the interview to make sure that nothing was left out, nothing was up for interpretation. We literally left everything in there. And here Rocky says, I mean, they are making money with their jobless activities. This effer is so money hungry. Jobless activities. How ironic and how rich is it for Rocky Raccoon, the guy that, might I add, makes this type of content right here.
Somebody stop me!
How ironic is it for you to say that we are jobless? Oh my god, what a cornball. Rocky, you cried on live stream after being called out for sexualizing the Squid Game doll, which is depicted to be a kid. You are the last person to be talking about being jobless.
I'm trying to do my best, but all I feel that is that everyone is hating on me for no reason.
You are literally the scum of the earth. You are the most disgusting YouTuber I think I've ever seen in my entire life. You are worse than Shappy. For you to come in here and even have an opinion is diabolical to me. So now let's talk about this 11-minute video called A Structured Follow-Up to the Interview by Shappy Sway, where he basically just yaps for 11 minutes straight. He doesn't actually show any of the interview. He literally just talks for like 10 minutes straight. And some of these comments are actually being supportive, and you guys are gonna see why. He tends to twist a lot of things in this video right here.
I usually don't involve myself personally in YouTube, but I wanted to make an exception to have a productive conversation with them. The interview, unfortunately, immediately turned into a really rude discussion. They did not let me talk or express myself at all, constantly interrupted, and were just not interested in what I had to say.
Wow, that is rich coming from you, Shappy. We sat and let you talk for as long as you wanted, but the question is that on average, when we asked you a question, it took you like 5 to 10 minutes to answer something so simple. So simple as like, oh, looking at this character on screen right now, do you think it's okay for this character to be sexualized? surprised. It took you like 5 minutes and multiple repeat askings of that question to get you to answer it, and you still wouldn't answer it.
I still believe that there could have been an enriching dialogue and want to use this opportunity to take some time and formulate my answers. Why do you have different age restrictions in different platforms, and what do you think is your ideal age rating? Well, so we have different content that is aimed at different age groups. Our content on social media platforms such as YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, as our fans know, is full of dark and adult humor, but we do not show anything explicit on that matter. This type of subject matter is not everybody's cup of tea, definitely, but it is not graphic and can be enjoyed by a wider age group than our more explicit content that we only share on Patreon and OF. To subscribe to our channels there, users must be 18 or above. We provide a warning and users must click on field agreeing that they are adults.
I'm literally about to go to sleep, Shappy. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. We went over this point during the interview so many times. This guy cannot agree that just because you put 18 plus links on your channel and when you go to those links you have to agree that you're 18, that isn't enough, bro. You have to actually age restrict your channel. It is not morally right, it is not ethically right to have a 13 plus audience, and also, you know, a lot of them are going to be younger than that as well. It is not right to have that kind of an audience and push 18 plus links to them. Imagine if I started an OnlyFans tomorrow, right, for Glider Guy. Imagine I started an OnlyFans and just chucked it in my YouTube bio and said, hey, you know, if you guys want to go to my OnlyFans, you know, go follow it right now. Is that right to do? Of course it's not, bro. I know my audience aren't 18. That's not the correct thing to do. You just don't do that. Sure, I could sit behind the thing of like, oh, but OnlyFans is meant for 18 plus. On the website, it says you have to be 18 plus. Kids don't care about that, bro. The point is, we're trying to protect kids from actually seeing your adult content on Patreon and Twitter. Just because there's a warning saying, oh, you have to be 18, doesn't mean kids are going to, you know, look at that warning and go back to social media. You are still contributing to the problem, Shappy.
This is the usual procedure for platforms that show that type of content. On top of that, we have several moderators that make sure that there are no underage users on NSFW channels on
That is such a lie. Oh my god. Get out of here, Shappy. Having moderators sitting there online getting underage people out of, you know, your 18 plus content, that literally does nothing. That is such a lie. I don't believe you at all. You do not actually take time out of your day to do that. And also, there's no way to prove it, bro. There's literally no way to like go in there and, you know, take these underage people out. And you're gonna sit here behind the, oh, but you can use, you know, ID identification. How many kids do you think use their parents' ID to get into that sort of stuff? The only real way to monitor and stop this stuff from happening is either 1, age restrict your content, like we said in the interview, or take the links out of your bio on content where you have a 13 plus audience. And the thing is, we already went over this in the interview. We already had you take the links out of your bio before, but for some reason you added them back. Like, why would you add them back?
The other platforms like Instagram, for example, only give you the option to show content to everyone or only to users that are 18 and above. So of course, we chose this option on those platforms as we do not want children to see our content.
Yeah, but you're still showing your content to 13 plus and then siphoning them over to your Patreon. This is the same argument, bro. We've gone over this so many times. I don't know how many times I'll have to explain it to you. Yeah, look, bro, there's so much more to that Shappy Sway, like, response video, but it's basically just him yapping for 11 minutes straight. I really can't be bothered going over it. The Twisted Kids Animator is still attacking me. Yep, if you thought the saga was gonna die, it's not. Shappy Sway is a YouTube animator that makes weird animations that look like they're for kids, but when you click on only one video, you're met with insane actual adult jokes and just shocking content that definitely should not be meant for kids. Well, I've made plenty of videos about him, and we've had a huge back and forth. Even having a 2-hour call with him where we kind of just shouted at each other the whole time.
We've been 2 years making this lore, and we started from the beginning considering
doesn't matter
this
to a 6-year-old that just scrolled onto your shorts. Well, it seems like he's truly had enough, because I just got word that Shappy Sway has literally just made an animation about myself and another commentary YouTuber, Rith, who has also made plenty of videos about Shappy. Now, personally, I could only imagine what on earth could be in this animation. From the thumbnail, he's got myself and Rith looking awfully suspiciously at the camera, and to be honest, that's kind of exactly how I'm looking at the screen right now. I'm a little bit nervous about this, because this guy's made some really weird, twisted animations before, so who knows what he's gonna do with me. So look, without wasting any more time, let's see this animation Shappy made about us. I beg your pardon? What the hell was that? Bro, what were they passing through there? Oh my god, are we serious? Shappy, do not have me in an animation where you're doing these weird sexual jokes. What the hell was that? Yeah, bro, this guy's truly lost his mind. I don't know if it was actually Shappy who made this video right here or if he just hired someone to do it. But goddamn, either way, the fact that this is actually on Shappy's channel is just absolutely outrageous to me. Firstly, though, I do gotta say, whoever animated this definitely knows what they're doing. You've got me sitting there next to Rith in a full suit and tie. Obviously, I'm looking absolutely huge in this photo, and Rith is looking, well, not so huge. That's actually kind of how it is in real life. I feel like I'm a lot bigger than Rith. No disrespect, Rith, but I mean, if Shappy animated me to look like just way bigger than you, then hey, it must be true, bro. I'm not the one saying it. This is Shappy's video right here. This is a true one-to-one representation. Okay, nah, but on a real, what the actual hell was that animation? Like, I don't even know what the point of that was. It was literally just me and Rith sitting on a bench, and then all of a sudden they were in a church, and like the priest was whispering something, and then what was he passing around? Like, what is this right here? Look, I don't want to try have a dirty mind or anything like that, but I mean, there's only one thing that this object right here can possibly be, and I think we all know what that is. I don't want to say it because I feel like YouTube will probably demonetize me, but then why did they go to a motel? Like, what? I don't know what the hell this art here is at the end. I mean, look, whoever did that, I mean, they're probably really talented. I don't think I could ever draw myself to look like that, but yeah, just super weird, Shappy. Like, what on earth are we doing here? Some of you might have seen over the last couple of weeks that I have a little avatar that's appeared. I actually have a designer that like made this avatar for me. I did not expect a week into me having this avatar that this is the kind of video that my avatar would be in. Like, bro, are we serious right now? Now look, in all this drama that I've had with Shappy, I've barely reacted to any of his actual videos until now. So I want to see if since my call with Shappy and since my countless videos that I've made about him, since the countless videos Ritz made about him, Beto999, MK and everyone else, I want to see if his content has actually changed for better or for worse. Has he actually taken on board what we've said to him to his face in a Discord call with him, or has he gone back to his old ways where he fronts his channel like a kid's channel and then has weird adult jokes? Well, let's find out for ourselves.
What the hell is this?
It's a baldo. It's like a dildo, but for a ball freaks.
No. We're not gonna go past that. A dildo, but for ball freaks. Like, I'm sorry, that is not a good start. When I said, Shappy, I hope you've changed, this is not what I was thinking of right here.
You can use them like this, or you can just put them right in your mouth.
Yeah, what the fuck? I got it!
Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah, I'm sure they're fun. I'm sure they're super, super fun. What was the joke there, Shappy? Like, I really want to know there. This is what I mean, bro. Going back to the original points I made in my first video, you cannot tell me that these characters on screen right now don't look like old child-friendly. You know, you probably click on the videos if you're like a 6-year-old scrolling through your iPad thinking, oh, this is gonna be some cute animation that I can watch. Lo and behold, it's definitely not. Do you remember the potato dilemma?
Hey, Crappy, they want to know how many potatoes you can fit up your ass.
Huh?
Literally every single one on Old McDonald's farm. Huh? E-I-E-I-O.
Hey guys, who wants some fries? But why do the potatoes smell funny?
Hey, if you like our content, follow us on Instagram, YouTube.
I definitely don't. I can't believe you just did that animation right there, Shappy, and had the audacity to ask me to follow you on X and Twitter and YouTube. Ain't no way that's ever gonna happen. Look, I know you just made an animation about me, but bro, I do not care. I'm not following this. Like, what kind of a question is that? How many potatoes can you fit up your R? Like, what? Who asked these questions? No one asked you this, Shappy. Unexpected ending.
This girl said, men twerk when they do missionary. I wonder if it's true. Hey, Crappy, get up real quick. I saw a meme on the internet. Get on the bed and do a missionary position.
What?
Oh. Bro, what the fuck?
But you said missionary position.
Yeah, look, I'm starting to get the idea that the yellow character on screen isn't actually that bad. It's this red character with the glasses that's doing all this weird sexual stuff for some reason. I don't understand what the point of it is. Like, bro, can we just act normal? If we're gonna have bright and bubbly characters with bright and bubbly animations, like, surely we can make it just, you know, a little bit better. Especially since Shappy thinks that these videos are supposed to be 13 plus. I mean, bro, let's think about this from a parent's perspective. If you were a parent and you had your, like, 13-year-old watching this video right now, would you be okay with it? Like, let's just be totally honest. Would you be totally honest in saying that that's fine? This is just a little bit too much, I feel like. Always a great idea to listen to your grandma.
You know, when I was younger, I told my grandma I was going to start catechesis.
And what did she say?
She said that it was a great idea, and that I would learn way more there than at school.
Did you?
I guess so. The first day the priest showed me his big
Bro, how does it start off so innocent and then turn into that? His big what, you said, Crappy? What did he say? Like, what was the point of that there? What did bro say at the end there? No, I actually want to know, Shappy. What did he say? Because he showed a sausage that was cooked, but like, obviously, you know, the whole joke is like, oh, it's not actually a sausage. The priest showed his private parts, we'll say. Nah, like, I get it that this guy Shappy has in his bio that this is meant for grown-ups, but I don't care, bro. Like, there is absolutely no way this can be real.
Oh my god, my head hurts.
Oh no! You want me to rub your
What?
Studies have shown that there's a correlation between one's head and
Are we serious?
I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Just out.
Yeah, bro, this red character actually needs some serious help. What the hell did he just say there? A correlation between your head and like, bro, what are you even talking about? Bro's just talking gibberish for the sake of getting a sexual joke out there. No. Okay, this is where things just get really bad. You see what I mean? They start off so innocent. They look kid-friendly, like, when you first look at the video. For the first 5 seconds, if a 6-year-old is scrolling through their shorts feed and watching this, they're going to continue watching. There's bright colors everywhere. It's really friendly. But then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we've got this weird, twisted turn. Hence why I say that this guy's a twisted kids animator. And then turns it completely dark and basically just jump scares any kid that's looking through their shorts. This is what I mean, Shappy, bro. You cannot front your channel like a kid's channel and then have these weird jokes at the end. That's just disgusting.
Is it true that there's poison inside peach seeds? It's hydrogen cyanide. You can be unalived within minutes. But you need to crush and eat hundreds of peach seeds for that to happen. So you don't gotta worry about the seeds. But you do gotta worry about Crappy. Because Crappy will fuck you up.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Anyways, look, I'm done with Shappy Sway for today. Click the video on screen right now because YouTube thinks you'll enjoy it, and I'll see you all over there. Subscribe.